What if I told you that for most of your life the planet closest to Earth wasn't the one you thought it was? It's a fun piece of space trivia that surprises almost everyone. When we look up at the night sky or see solar system diagrams, we often see the planets lined up neatly: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Based on that order, it seems obvious who's closest. We are taught that Venus is our sister planet because of similar size and because its orbit sits right next to ours. That led to a very common incorrect assumption. Most people will tell you with confidence that Venus is closest to Earth. After all, when Venus is at its nearest point, no other planet gets closer. This moment, called inferior conjunction, is when Venus passes between Earth and the Sun. At that time, Venus can get as close as 40 million kilometers or about 25 million miles away. To truly understand planetary distances, we need a really big ruler. The distances in space are so vast that using kilometers or miles becomes very clunky. Imagine trying to measure the distance between New York and London in inches. To make things simpler, astronomers use a special unit of measurement called an astronomical unit, or AU for short. 1 AU is defined as the average distance between the Earth and the Sun. This is a huge distance, approximately 150 million kilometers or about 93 million miles. Using this unit makes talking about our solar system much more manageable. Now we can use this cosmic measuring stick to map out our neighborhood. Earth, by definition, is 1 AU from the Sun. Venus orbits closer to the Sun at an average distance of about 0.72 AU. Mercury is the closest of all, zipping around the Sun at an average distance of just 0.39 AU. These numbers represent the size of each planet's circular path or orbit around the Sun. They show us who is in the inner lanes of the solar system's racetrack. But this doesn't tell us the distance between the planets themselves, which is the key to our puzzle. To find the average distance between two orbiting planets, scientists had to get clever. They developed a mathematical model that calculates the distance between every point on one planet's orbit and every point on another planet's orbit. Then they average all those distances together. When they did this for Earth and its neighbors, the results were astonishing. The average distance between Earth and Venus turned out to be about 1.14 AU. That's a little more than the distance from the Earth to the Sun. It was a surprising figure for many people. When scientists ran the same calculation for Earth and Mercury, the number was even more surprising. The average distance between Earth and Mercury is only about 1.04 AU. That's right, on average, tiny Mercury is closer to Earth than Venus is. Think of it like runners on a circular track. Just because one runner is in the lane next to you doesn't mean they'll be closest to you the whole race. Sometimes they'll be on the opposite side of the track even though their lane is beside yours. The planets behave the same way, following their orbital paths. So if Venus isn't closest on average, which planet is? The answer: the smallest innermost planet, Mercury. This sounds wrong at first. Mercury's orbit is closer to the Sun with Venus in between. How could Mercury be closer most of the time? The secret is the word average. We need to look at the big picture of where planets are during their full journeys around the Sun, not just one single moment. This surprising fact isn't just a fun piece of trivia for Earth. The same logic applies to every other planet in the solar system. Using this mathematical method, scientists found Mercury is the closest planet on average to Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. That's right, tiny, speedy Mercury holds the title of closest neighbor for every single other planet. It's like the one friend in a big group who manages to stay in touch with everyone equally, because they never move too far away from the group's center. This changes our whole perspective. We tend to think of neighbors as being next door, like Earth and Venus, Earth and Mars. But in a dynamic orbiting system, a neighbor is defined by who is most consistently nearby. Mercury's proximity to the Sun, the anchor of our solar system, makes it the central figure no other planet can ever get too far from. It's a reminder that in science, intuition can be wrong, and we need math and observation to uncover the true nature of the universe. This discovery is relatively new and shows how much we are still learning. For decades, textbooks, encyclopedias, space agencies claimed Venus is Earth's closest neighbor, but science is a process of constant questioning and refinement. New ways of thinking and new tools, like powerful computer models, allow us to challenge old assumptions and see the universe anew. Even the most basic facts from childhood can have deeper, complex stories waiting to be discovered. So next time you look up at the sky and wonder about the planets, remember Mercury's surprising truth. The universe is full of hidden wonders and mathematical quirks that challenge our understanding. This fact about our closest planetary companion isn't just about distance. It's about the elegant clockwork dance of our solar system. What other obvious facts about our universe are just waiting to be proven wrong?